Not long ago, someone asked me the question, why pickle and can in the first place? In fact, my son, he said, "Dad, don't you have a freezer?" And you know, I guess pickling and canning from a practical perspective is not really all that necessary. But I want to tell you why I do it. I do it because of connections. It connects me to my family. It connects me to new friends. And you know, I think we in my profession, the clergy, as well as Christians, oftentimes find ourselves only rubbing shoulders with those who are in our own faith traditions or our own faith communities, when we're really called to reach out, to move out, to meet people, to share goodness. When I was 26 years old, I was diagnosed with terminal leukemia. And I was in a little rural East Texas town at the time and moved to Houston so I could be treated at MD Anderson Hospital. And when I was there in the medical city, or the medical center in Houston, I became aware of many children and their families, these children also dealing with leukemia. So I picked up my guitar and I would go oftentimes and just sing to the children, and they would sing along and talk to the families and share with them about my common journey with them in that I had leukemia too. I found that it opened up hearts and it opened us for conversation. I want to also say, when I moved to Tyler, I had a couple of retrievers. And I started a retriever club with some other men and women in town. And that connected me with people who normally wouldn't be coming our way in church. And when they would have a death in the family or a relationship that was going bad, I was oftentimes the one that they called because I'd become a friend. And in Dallas, it's really been the farmer that I've connected to. I have a little farm in East Texas, Stillwater Farm, and we started a little market store, and we grow produce and we even sell produce. And so that connected me with these farmers who, for their livelihood, grow and sell produce. And you know, I found that to them, I'm not the preacher, but I'm Stan. And I've developed some very warm friendships through these connections. You know, I've also found in pickling and canning that it has meaning and purpose when you share the goodness of a jarred goodie. And I've connected with those in our food ministry, and we've made hundreds of jars of apple butter and put a label on them that said, "Loving all, loving you, a gift of love to you." And I know that it meant a lot to those who received them, but it also meant a lot to those of us who were connecting in the kitchen. Just a few days ago, I got the same experience with our deaf ministry at Lover's Lane, in that we made about 150 jars of apple butter. And they wanted to use the apple butter to give to people who visited the deaf ministry fellowship and other people who may be sick or may be lonely, some way to reach out to others with that same logo. Loving all, loving you, a gift of love to you. So purpose and meaning, it's about connections. It's about breaking out of our comfort zones. It's about sharing goodness. You know, at Lover's Lane, every Sunday we say, God is good all the time, and all the time, God is good. I think we need to look for ways that we can share goodness. And for me, right now, one of those ways is pickling and canning. We'll be sharing more on these videos. Thanks for tuning in.